What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to more Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright, so let us load our game. It's been a while since I last played, so... yeah, this is where we last left off. So whose poem are we going to read today? Sayori, Natsuki, Iori, or Monica? What the hell? Computer. The computer's having a fit. It doesn't like the camera right now. I don't know why. Okay. So we're just good. Anyway, regardless if this records the face cam or not, we're gonna continue. Okay. Let's do Natsuki first and get over and done with. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. I'm not doing the goofy voices again, so... That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't invoke my emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I needed to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah? I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. What do you want me to say? I mean, why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Who in high school thinks you need to be writing sophisticatedly? That's a word. I don't think that's a word. I'm going to tell you a secret. No one should think that. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of the poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. I get you. I know where you're coming from. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Yes, it does. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean to be. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect it from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. My phone's acting up. Okay. Who's next? Yuri. We'll do Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself. Oh. Damn phone. It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. Just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri brushes her face, buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Bias? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, believing in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry. I have such a terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. I'm back, by the way. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yori?
Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Blue.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more sullen, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Whose poem should I read next? Sayori or Monica? Sayori.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Blue.
Huh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a blue poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but
that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Blue. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
All right. I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. The hell? Okay. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean.
I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
I've had to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Well, last but not least, there's only Monica left. And only Monica.
Hi, Blue. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Blue. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's a sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect the way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's, well, being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh my gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing was kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. The best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hold of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. What kind of pen are you using? So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to end the video there. It was a little long. Bulk recording yet again. So with that said, I'm your host, Michael Gardner, aka BlueFox22. As always, stay safe, stay healthy as humanly possible, and above all, stay foxy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all in the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Bye-bye.